of the National Football League.
And we've got the Chargers' electric quarterback.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Chargers and the Bengals coming up next.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. Brock, a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go from L.A. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And they steal it back on the return. Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, Kate. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
On fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He stopped on the return at the 27. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And gain about a handful there. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. All right, here we go, second down.
Second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Getting the fullback involved here. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're going to face third down. They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Robinson on the inside give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Setting up a throw. Completed here to Johnston. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
The Bengals headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Purdy on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Motioning the tight end. Stays in the pocket. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
1st down throw by Purdy. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
2nd and 3. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. On the gun is Purdy. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Butker knocks it through. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Chargers get their offense set for their 2nd drive. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Down he goes. The Bengals got to him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And it'll be Bengals football. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Achane again. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. From 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Taken in by Dobbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He's going to throw this one. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 10 yards to go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He can run it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
J.K. Scott on to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking to throw, Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he gets it away from his end zone. Picked up at the 38. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Chargers take possession. They'll throw on first. They'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Here's Robinson up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come up 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. Pass play on 1st and 10. This throw is cut. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the Bengals 7-yard line.
Pass play now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And this is LA touchdown. There's time, can take the lead 2nd. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain, he did it with his mind, but you've got to be improvised, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Purdy throwing here on 1st. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. In on the tackle was Jonathan Cooper.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That's brought in by Lazard. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Purdy to throw it. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2nd and 3 now. To throw again, it's Purdy. A-Chan reels it in. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Play action now with Purdy. Catch made by All. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Connects with his back, Khalil Herbert. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Here's Purdy to throw. Getting out to it. He's not going to get there, and they drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 2nd quarter lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Rager with the return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, they'll find a drop at some point, too.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing from the gun here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Now he takes it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. 2nd and 1. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers first down.
Back to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Bengals headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Hitting Ingram on the slant. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. But then and seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. From the 39. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Looking for a target. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we're at the halfway point of this game. A 13-point lead for him at the break. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here. And what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Out come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Purdy on first down. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now it's Purdy. This is hauled in by Ingram. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Second down carry for Achane. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down throw by Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Got to use check, and it's complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zip.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
The Bengals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. New set of downs for him at the 38. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. 2 yards on the run. Still ground to make up, though, as they face 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That one is in.
After the catch.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pass complete, screenplay. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Their punter making his way out now. And they could really use a good one here. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. This is Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Right up the gut. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that 6th sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
That's caught for the first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They go play action on first. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
9-yard loss.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
It's a dime look defensively from the Bengals. 3rd down.
14.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. He's running for it. And this one does not go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Purdy looking to throw. Collins there to grab it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion left. Here's 2nd and 2. Caught by Lazard. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. It's into the hands of Mooney. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
On Mick, man. I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
The Chargers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Handoff now out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
3rd down from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line.
Put the body on the line for his team. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. A run here with Robinson. Oh, he trucked that defender. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Looking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback. That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
This return makes it up to the 25. Here come the Bengals Bengals to take over once again. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still... They'll start the drill with Achan. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Achan again on second. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. From the gun is Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Purdy on 1st down. That's brought in by Lazard. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Play action now with Purdy. Complete. It's Ingram. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 3rd down. Running with Achan out of the gun. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. No gain on the run, so they're left with 4th and 7.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Butker knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 32-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
So now here come Bengals on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. The tight end going in motion right. Here's a chain up the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They'll stick with a chain. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It didn't look like he ever really got a chance to fully get that play started, Kate. Just not enough time for him to work before they were all over him making that stop.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Bengals ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this one sails out, no return on the punt. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. Here's 2nd and 7. Gets him on the in route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. 1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left and that clock winding down. Pass play coming here. Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. To throw. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. It's victory formation the rest of the way for the Bengals, who take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Bengals are just winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.